Hey right guys, Christmas Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 10 of Friends Season 3, which is titled The One Where Rachel Quits. So I'm assuming she'll quit her job. So I mean, I don't know what else she could be quitting. She'll be quitting a friendship or quitting her relationship with Ross. Or they could be playing a game and she quits. Like rage quits. I don't really know. It could mean anything, so I'm excited to find out. But episode 9 was really good, the one with the football. I really enjoyed that one. Minus like the storyline with Chandler and Joey. I think me and someone else on Patreon agreed that well, they were rewatching it and they all said they really loved that episode, but kind of rewatching it they kind of notice that that is a flaw in it. It's just kind of like feels a bit out of place for the story of what would be a really incredible episode. Just kind of throwing in this shoehorn thing of Chandler and Joey at odds is just kind of like, we didn't really need that. But overall, I think I really enjoyed, well, I definitely really enjoyed that episode. And I think we're almost halfway. Oh no, this season's 25 episodes, so it's actually going to be a couple more episodes until we're officially halfway through it. So I think this might be a longer season, unless they're all. So most seasons are 24, the final season's 17, and then there's one more season, which is season 6, which is 25 episodes. I don't think anyone really cares, but that translates into we've still got a couple more years of doing this show, basically. But yeah, episode 10, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the early and the uncut reactions to Friends, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the description, where I think they're around, I'll know exactly actually, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes ahead now, so I finally managed to get to where I wanted on Patreon, which is 5 episodes ahead. Well, I think it's 4 episodes ahead at least, but we are 5 episodes ahead on Patreon. So a link to that will be in the description, and in the pinned comment down below will be a link to the charity for the month if you want more information on what that is. And yeah, let's do this.
You remember when you first came here, how you spent 2 weeks getting trained by another waitress?
Oh, sure. Do you need me to train somebody new?
Good one.
Fair enough.
Actually, Terry wants you to take the training again.
What? Basically, you're doing shit.
Do you believe that?
Yeah?
Yeah, fair enough. At least he was honest.
Power, pop, precision, shoot, and panache.
Oh my god.
You broke a little girl's leg.
No, I feel horrible, okay? And I gotta go sell some Christmas trees.
Have fun.
Wait, we're selling
wait,
Christmas
don't.
trees?
I forgot. I am totally against that now.
Why?
What, me having a job?
No, I am against innocent trees being cut down in their
Oh.
prime and their corpses
Corpses.
grotesquely dressed in like tinsel and twinkly light.
The girl who won last year sold 475.
Yeah.
So far, I've sold 75.
Oh, you are doing terrible then.
400, huh? Well, that sounds doable. How much are the boxes?
$5 a box.
And what is second prize?
Yo, let me do the
10-speed bike.
maths on
But
that.
I'd rather have something my dad couldn't sell.
2 grand. 2 grand.
You're no brown bird. I can see you through my peephole.
No, hi. I'm an honorary brown bird.
God.
What does that mean?
Please, it's for a poor little girl who wants to go to space camp more than anything in the world.
Why is he getting so close?
A policeman is on his way.
I don't think
Okay,
a policeman
I'm
is on the way, though,
going.
are they? So,
Yikes, that one doesn't look very fulfilled.
Oh, that's one of the old ones. He's just taking it to the back.
You
To
keep
be
the old ones in
murdered.
the back?
it's like Chicken Run. Yo, I watched Chicken Run over Christmas, and a chicken gets beheaded. I was shook.
Well, I have a feeling that's not as happy as it sounds.
Oh my lord. What is going on? Well, it's too late now, Joey. What did I just watch?
I just don't want to be 30 and still work here.
Yeah, that'd be much worse than being 28 and still working here.
Rachel,
Yeah.
remind me to review with you which pot is decaf and which is regular.
Quit. Do it now.
Can't I just look at the handles on them?
You would think.
Okay, fine. Gunther, you know what?
Yes, here we go.
I am a terrible waitress. Do you know why I am a terrible waitress? Because I don't
What's
care.
wrong with you?
I don't care. I don't care which pot is regular and which pot is decaf. I don't care where the tray
Yo.
spot is. I just don't care. This is not what I want to do. So I don't think I should do it anymore.
Ooh. Is it
I'm
time?
going to give you my week's notice.
What?
After 2
Gunther, I
and a
quit.
half seasons.
Does this mean we're gonna have to start paying for coffee?
That's our biggest worry. Well, they didn't pay for it anyway. Jesus. I mean, yeah, it's Rachel, so that makes sense as well.
Put me down for another box of mint treasures, okay? Where are the mint treasures?
Wow. What have you done, Ross?
I sold them all.
What?
Monica, I'm cutting you off.
You can't cut. You've basically given her cocaine and they'll be like, no, I can't do it anymore. Probably not quite the same thing, but.
So, how many you sold so far?
Check this out. 517
Oh my
boxes.
lord.
Oh my god,
That's
how
actually,
did you
that's
do
actually
that?
pretty good.
You're funny, Chandler. You're a funny guy. You know what else is really funny?
Something else I might have said?
I don't know. Weren't you the guy that told me to quit my job when I had absolutely nothing else to do? Ha 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 ha!
Alright, well.
Calm down. It's gonna be okay.
Well, wasn't Joey. This is what Joey does regularly. Like, he's in a job of acting and then he's on 50 different jobs every ep.
Fear. I hate your fear. I would like to take you and your fear.
Hey! I got great news.
I've got a
Joey,
job.
run for your life. What?
I'm here to pick out my Christmas tree.
Well, look no further. This one's yours.
Is this the one that I threw out last year?
Probably, Monica.
You know what? Never mind. Everybody wants to have a green one. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so emotional. I guess it's just the holidays are just hard.
Oh, honey.
Oh, so actually.
Because your mom died around Christmas?
I
Jesus.
wasn't even thinking about that.
So there's actually more to this than meets the eye.
He's a bad man who broke Sarah's leg.
Hey now, that was an accident, okay?
You're a big scrud.
What's this?
scrub?
Actually, I don't know what
Why
that
don't you look in the mirror, scrud?
is.
I don't have
Yeah,
to. I
don't
can just
they?
look at you.
All right, girl.
He's so impressed with himself.
Man, 278. Sorry, dear, but still good.
Good for a scrud.
870.
No!
That's crap.
800.
Is this the brown bird?
How was she sold 800?
Some little girl loaned her uniform to her 19-year-old sister who went down to the USS Nimitz and sold over 2,000 boxes.
Yeah, that's
Hey, how'd the
unfortunate.
interview go?
Blew it.
Wait, 2,000.
I
How
wouldn't
much
have
money
even
is
hired
that?
me.
Say they're $5 each. She made 10 grand. What the fuck?
Well, seeing that drunk Santa wet himself really perked up my Christmas.
Great. Oh my lord, this is horrific.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, whatever, I guess.
Oh, God, you're the best.
Hello. Yeah, this is she.
Oh, you're kidding.
She got the job.
Oh, thank you. I love you. Got the job.
Ew. I thought Rachel was going to work at
bless
the
us,
cafe for like
everyone.
ever, I guess.
Here we go. Serving my last cup of coffee.
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go.
It's going to be wrong.
Enjoy.
It's going to be wrong.
Should I tell her I ordered tea?
No.
Yeah.
Excuse me, everyone.
No, we don't need an
This is
announcement,
my
do
last
we?
night
Okay.
working here. It's just time to move on.
Gr-
And no offense to everybody
We're still
who
gonna be here,
still
right?
works here, but you have no idea how good it feels to say that as of this moment, I will never have to make coffee again.
Now, Mr. Kaplan Sr. likes his coffee strong.
Oh, wow.
Instead of one.
Wow.
Now, pay attention, because this part's tricky.
Right, we've just got an older Gunther. That's all that's happened.
Sarah Tuttle's private, very special space camp!
What the
Okay, blast off!
Alright, there we go guys, that is episode 10 of Friends Season 3, the Christmas episode, so this was December 12th, 1996. That is mad. That is mad. Kurt Cobain had only been dead for 2 years at this point. And the next episode after that is January 9th, though, so maybe we have like kind of the one where Chandler can't remember which sister. What the fuck's that about? That's the next episode, by the way. So maybe we'll get into intro in the next episode. But I enjoyed this episode. I think the worst part by far was Phoebe worrying about the trees. The best thing she said was that the trees being corpses or something. That was funny. But other than that, I really did not care about her storyline at all. But saying that, actually, they kind of touched on... They didn't delve into it enough. Because I felt like it was like we hinted at it and then just didn't talk about it. Was that it was around the time where her mum died. So maybe that's her way of like dealing with and relating to that. Like her mum died around Christmas time, so the whole tree thing, being old and all that. There could be something more there, but I just feel like we didn't really touch on it enough to really know if that was the case. Because she said she wasn't even thinking about that, but she could be using the tree thing as like a coping mechanism to deal with the whole, you know, her mum passing away around Christmas time. So I think that could be interesting. I think that pretty much is what they're going for. So now I kind of think about it. I don't think it was bad. I do still think it was the weakest part of the story. Or worst part of the episode for me. If there's more there, then fair play to them for that, for just adding something. Because if it didn't relate to that whole, you know, your mum passed away, if they didn't mention that in the episode, it would have been an awful storyline. But they mentioned that, and it's kind of, maybe there's more to it than you initially think. So... but yeah, I still didn't think that was the best part of the episode. It was fine. Then we had Ross kind of, I guess, breaking the leg of a kid and then trying to raise money with all these cookies, which I enjoyed. I thought that was a fun story, and Ross trying to get the one up and then, you know, selling all his cookies to people who, you know, were at unis who were just smoking weed all day. So fair play for that. But that other kid made 10 grand. He said she sold 2,000 boxes at like one place, so she could have sold more than 2,000 overall. 2,000 boxes at $5 a box. That is 10 grand. How? That kid's rich. That kid's rich. Unless I misheard, but I think that's pretty much what was said. Imagine having 10 grand at that age. My lord. But yeah, I enjoyed that story, but I do think the best storyline was the one in the title, which was Rachel wanting to quit a job, because they called around and said, you basically said this was a temporary job and it's been 2 years now, like how long is she going to be here for? And she finally quit. I don't know how long maybe she'll go back to being a waitress, but I'm assuming they'll still hang out at the cafe, because that's like such a Central Perk is like the place in Friends. It's like you have the main room, the living room that they all, you know, chill out in, and then it's the cafe. They're like the two iconic set pieces in Friends, and I guess you could argue like Joey and Chandler's apartment as well. We never see Ross's apartment ever. I wonder why that is. But I guess it's just one of those things. Like when you have a designated place you all hang out at, which is Monica's place, you don't really venture out to others. Like maybe the odd time, and I guess that's kind of what they do. But they don't really seem to go to Ross's at all. But yeah, I don't think they're just going to get rid of Central Perk. Like they hung out there before Rachel became a waitress there. So yeah, I don't know why Gunther was so upset about it. So yeah, I really enjoyed the episode. I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it was a good one. I don't think it was anything super incredible with this episode. I'd, you know, some good jokes in there, and it's interesting story-wise to see what Rachel will do now. And maybe some of that was Phoebe, but I just don't think they touched on it enough. And maybe they will in another episode, hopefully, because Phoebe's one of those, and someone pointed out on Patreon a few weeks back as well, but Phoebe's one of those where like something will be going on with the character, but there's something more there. There's something more than what's kind of... Like when they picked the name for Ross's kid, that whole episode where they were trapped in the locker, or I don't know what it was. It was like some room, a utility room or something. This was a while ago. This was like season 1. But then she kind of opened up a lot about from there, and that's kind of where her character like projected into being better. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. But there we go, guys. That is episode 10 of Friends, the mid-season finale, I guess. Or the Christmas finale of season 3. So thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If you're doing those early and uncut reactions to Friends, where they should be around, like I say, 5 episodes ahead now, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the description, and in the pinned comment will be a link to the charity for the month. And I'll see you next time for episode 11. Until then, peace.